Okay, this is Algebra 1, 4.6. This is the final section that we're going to be covering. We're skipping 4.7. Do not do 4.7. And 4.6 is on arithmetic sequences. That's how you say that word, arithmetic. And an arithmetic sequence is an ordered list of numbers, which the differences between each pair of consecutive terms or numbers in the list is the same. In other words, let's say I have this sequence and I look at the differences. So to go from here to here, I subtract 7, subtract 7, subtract 7, subtract 7. These are all the same. If between each consecutive term the difference is the same, then we know that this is an arithmetic sequence. If you were to graph an arithmetic sequence, so x would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X is whatever the term is. These are my outputs. And the graph of an arithmetic sequence is a straight line. Okay, so we're going to have some practice writing arithmetic sequences as functions. I want you to write down this formula. And then we'll talk about what each one of these letters in this formula mean. So this is the nth term. A1 is what you started with. D is your common difference. Let's just do an example. Write the equation for the nth term for the arithmetic sequence 14, 11, 8, and 5. Well, first of all, I need to find out what the common difference is, right? Here is I'm subtracting 3, subtracting 3, subtracting 3. So D is negative 3. Remember, A sub 1 is my first term, which is 14. So I'm just going to plug in what I know into this formula. I'm going to write the formula down, and underneath it, replace it with what we know. We know the first term is 14. We know the common difference is negative 3. So, you know, and actually I kind of prefer the D in front of here. This is always how books present it. I'm not sure why. It doesn't really matter. But I know that I'm going to multiply this times this, so I have to distribute this negative 3, which gives me negative 3n. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 1. I can add these two terms. So my nth term, that's what we call this, my nth term formula is 17 minus 3n. What if I want to know what the 50th term is? That means that n is now 50. Remember that n always refers to whatever term you're at. Like on this one, n would be 3 because it's the third term. On this original one, on this case, n would be 5 because it's the 5th term. N refers to which term you're doing. So if I want the 50th term, that means I'm going to take this formula, or this n right here, and replace it with 50. So it'd be 17 minus 3 times 50, which is 17 minus 150, which is negative 133. Because quite frankly, if I asked you for the 50th term, you're not going to want to do this and subtract 3 every time until you get to 50. You're going to want to find an easier way to get to that answer. That's it for 4.6. Don't forget we're skipping 4.7.